Okay, this is Aaron again with WWlll 1, and I have my latest video out here for you, of course. Finally, it's quite a bit shorter than normal, but I want to get something out there because for a couple reasons. One is I need some help. I'm gonna ask for that at the very end of the video, and the other reason is I want to get something out there, even if it wasn't the full video that I normally do, because I think they might be trying to stop it coming out. They've been really shadow banning me like crazy as we're getting close to this time. I mean, literally my videos, I have 27,000 plus subscribers, and my latest videos are getting 4,000 to 5,000 views. And all the shenanigans that YouTube does, turning off notifications, I mean, all the kind of stuff. I mean, I try to find my videos and they're almost impossible to find. In different ways. We're doing searches and things. I mean, they've done this to me for a long time. It's gotten worse and worse and worse. I used to get videos that were 50,000 views, even 100,000 views for the same content and things, and they've just put me down back in this corner where it's hardly any new people find me. It's just crazy. So this is nothing new. So I wanted to get this out here, assuming they're going to let it fly, but and not let my bigger one fly. But I'm working on a bigger one as well that I hope we have out in the next few days before the first day of the timeline, May 18th/19th. Okay, so, but if that doesn't come, which I'm suspicious about, then I have this one. So without any further ado, let me get right into it. Of course, the Exalted Lamb is number 1, and he won. Okay, so I'm getting right into the details here. So I want to also cover, because they've been doing this kind of stuff for a long time, if you want to sign up for my Telegram to get notifications and things, and sometimes I do Gematria and different things to show the things they're doing currently, even though we're right up to it here, very close to this month. And the other thing is I've been really spending time. One of the reasons why it's taken so long is spending time praying and really, seeking his voice. And, as I've done at different times in these last 4+ years. And I want to make sure that this was the right time. May has always been a huge month for a number of things. For my family, my birthday's in May. My anniversary is in May. My twins were born just a few days ago. Happy birthday to my twins who just turned 4. Just all that stuff. All my family is encoded for May, their birthdays and things. And there's a lot of stuff I've shared. And if you look on past videos for May, there's massive stuff in iPad Goat that's in 5s and 3s. May's the 3rd month, the Elite, and 5 on the Gregorian. There's just so much stuff. It's endless amount of stuff. But I want to cover a particular type of code on this video, and if I'm able to put out this next video, about WWlll number 3zls. Okay, and I'm gonna get into that here. But if you want to sign up for this to get notifications, because again, YouTube turns them off just to so many of my subscribers, is ridiculous. Again, I have 27,000, and why aren't at least half of my viewers getting my notifications and stuff? So it's crazy. It's literally crazy, and I'm tired of this, really. And it doesn't make me feel good that this is going on constantly when I'm trying to put out material to warn people, and they're just thwarting my efforts in different ways. They've also suspended me at different times. They removed tons of my videos in the past. They've done all kinds of stuff to me because they don't want the truth out there. Of course. And ultimately, when we finally get to this time frame, then speaking of the time frame, check out the new timeline pinned to the top of comments on this video. It's changed. I've added some stuff. This timeline's changed. Thanks to my brother Constantine, we've been working very closely together for months, and he's found some really interesting stuff to add to the stuff I found. To kind of coordinating together, we've come up with a 3rd day, and it's a big World's WWlll 3zls day. Okay, I'm gonna say it that way because this stuff's all all the algorithms that they're using to shut people down and to find things and censor people. You've got to speak in code as much as possible. So that's how I do it with Zills. Anyway, that's just my own silly thing. So, so if you want to sign up, And also, I want to mention all the time that my main motto is having no part in the worthless deeds of darkness, but instead exposing them. Ephesians 5:11. And again, 5:11 is 5 and the 11th day, which is the tsunami day. And that is the real birth of the Antichrist, the 11th day of the timeline. And so my birthday ends up being 5/29, which is 2 plus 9 is 11. And that's how this all, there's so much in this. I've also shared in the past in Strong's, in the Hebrew Strong's 5:11, and in Greek Strong's 5:11, you put those together because Hebrew is before Greek, because the Old Testament and the New Testament, if you put exactly what Strong's 5:11 is in order from Hebrew to Greek, is God has taken his possession, is Strong's 5:11 in Hebrew, and then Strong's 5:11 in Greek is to a higher place. So literally it's about the righteous, the man-child leaving. Strong's 5:11 in both Hebrew and Greek is put them together, and God has taken his possession to a higher place. It's really crazy. And I've shared this in previous videos and all that. So there's so much. So the Codzels. Okay, the Codzels. Here it is. So I'm going to get into this here. Now, I've used, there's so many examples I can show you, and I'm going to do more in my next video. And I'm going to try to get out here in a few more days, in 3 or 4 more days, hopefully right before the 18th is my goal. Okay, we'll see how it goes, and we'll see if they'll even let it on. Now, like I said, I'm suspicious about this right now because I made it hit this right in the head finally. So, I'm going to show here, Trumpel just said basically what I've said for a long time. See, I said that he would be removed or eliminated knowingly. He knows this stuff. It's all planned. It's not really going to happen to him. He's probably going to become somebody else or something. But he's going to be removed in Manhattan, and then he was indicted in Manhattan, and so they're talking about some of this kind of stuff in this thing with this town hall. By the way, town hall is 666. And many other things I can share, and I'm going to share a few things here about this WWlll 3 code, okay? That's how I'm saying it, okay? And it's all in this stuff, and the stuff you see here that he just did on May 10th. May 10th is May, and then the first day. 10 is take away the 0, and that's 1, May first day. Or the 19th is the first day. 1 plus 9 is 10. Get it? May 10th is 1 plus 9 is 10, or the 19th. So they're telegraphing this right before it's about to happen. There's a reason it's on CNN. There's a reason he's talking to this particular reporter and all this kind of stuff. And I'm going to show you that and the code and everything. But there's more I'll get into in the next video as well. But I'm going to show you some substantial stuff on this video to give you an idea. So that's this current. Then I'm going to show you a couple other older things with some things like ew, L, and how it is WWlll 3 backwards and things like that. That's got massive amount of popularity and millions of views and all this kind of stuff. So I'm getting into that too. But this is something that's super current that just happened a few days ago. Okay, so this is the reporter that he's speaking with. That's the host of this town hall 666. I mean, it's crazy. Is Caitlin Collins, and her reverse ordinal is 226, and reverse full reduction is 91. Now, why is that important? Well, because like I said, the WWlll 3 code is right there. And that's one of the few ways of saying this particular war, okay? The third WWlll wars, okay? I'm saying that. All right, because again, I don't want to be flagged and I don't want to be removed for these videos because of speaking exactly the truth. That's, I have to speak in code, unfortunately. I mean, I'd love to just tank all this stuff, but then I can't warn people, and because I would rather just speak the truth than not speak at all, or not speak at all, basically. But that's my personal thing. But I can't do that. I've got to speak in code so I can get to more people and share this with more people. And by the way, over the time I've been doing these videos on YouTube, I've reached 1.5 million separate or different viewers. These are brand new viewers, so 1.5 million. So I'm doing something, and something's happening, and at least to get the the word out there for these 4.5 years roughly. Okay, so that's huge. I mean, this is huge, and there's more of this. It's all over. Why do they use CNN? Again, this is all programmed. You're being programmed, okay? There's no right and left. She's even this false opposition to him and everything like that. They're all on the same side. I'm going to show that. So why they're using CNN? Because CNN is CNN, which is 3 is C, N is 1 plus 4 is 5, and N is 5 again. So 3, 5, 5. Now look, that's backwards W, W, and threezels. Okay, and I'm going to show you right there. Boom, see? 355 and 553. See that? And then, of course, 49 is 4 plus 9 is 13, and that's backwards 31. Just to give you another example how it's backwards, but the same thing. See, they love to use backwards, upside down, and backwards, opposites, mirrored things. Like I'm going to show you this thing with ew. It's mirrored. It's mirroring World Wurzels, threezels. Okay? That's how this works. And then here's another example of this. You're talking about the classified documents. You know, yeah, they're talking about classified documents. Anyway, yeah, I'm a little bit off right now, but anyway, I can't reach my trumple. I just can't reach my trumple right now. The classified documents. Okay, so I'm getting close. Okay, anyway, my inner Trumple is like fighting me right now. Anyway, I call him Trumple because he's Trumple thin skin. He's a fairy tale creature that promises to spin, gold out of straw and everything. And it's all a lie. It's all an illusion. The thing that he's doing and everything he thinks he's done. And both sides are all controlled by the elites that run this world. If you don't know this by now, wake up. Wake up. I mean, wake up. Okay, that's what's really going on here. Okay, and I'm proving it. I prove it in all my videos that the control is right there. So here's another example of this. Again, they're talking about classified documents right here, investigation, and he got indicted for having these documents apparently that he took from the White House and brought to Mar-a-Lago, and there was a raid of Mar-a-Lago and all this kind of stuff. And anyway, so and there's so much in all this stuff I can get into. There's just 1,000 things I can talk about, and each thing I'm talking about, and Gematria and everything else, but I have to really discipline myself and stick to certain subjects because it'll go for hours and I can't do that. So all right, so he said, so they're talking about the documents, and then he goes, well, Biden has 1,850 boxes. Biden has 1,850 boxes, 1,850 boxes. I mean, he just keeps saying that, right? In this interview, right? Or this town hall, right? It's like an interview, but it's a town hall. And then look, so see what that is? English order 141 and 69. Well, what does that happen to be? Well, we just showed you what her name was. Boom, it just happens to be that. Just happens to be, it's everywhere, okay, and all this stuff. And it's been in everything this whole time. And that's the thing is, I'm just showing you some stuff currently, and I'm going to show you some stuff recently in the past, in movies and TV and stuff like that. Just a little bit. This is a very, 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 very short video. I could go, but I do this on purpose, and I want this to be also received by more people if it's shorter. Also, that's another reason for the short video. Okay, so see this World Wurzels, threezels, okay, and then look, when is it? Right there, it's hidden right there in front of you in your plain sight. The pre-day to the 16-day time frame, and that's again, it's the whole timeline is pinned to the top of comments on this video. You can see the whole timeline from May 18th. See, that's the 18th of May. 18th of May, hidden in 1,850 boxes. See, and it's when is that? What there's the precursors to that, and then there's going to be a date of May 21st, which is the 141st day of the year, May 21st, and May 18th. Something's going to happen to kind of start this off right here on May 18th or 18th of May. I'm going to show this to you many, many times, and then it's going to kick off with a nukesels going off in Ukrainesels on May 21st, and it's going to possibly kill. Zelensky's going to get removed and killed, but it might kill him at the same time, or he's going to get killed on the same day, because his birthday is January 25th. I'm just going to use the day, month and day, and that backwards is 5/21. I mean, among many other things. I'm going to show in the next video, but. It's literally January 25th is backwards May 21st. And they love doing this stuff. They show in all these birthdays and death days and all this other stuff, these days that are coming in this timeline. And they've been doing that for thousands of years, hundreds of years, thousands of years, believe it or not. And I've shown this many, many times, hundreds and thousands of times, ultimately over 4.5 years. Okay, so boom, here we go. Boom. So, again, he's talking with her, right? And then Now, again, it's an antagonistic thing, right? Because people pay attention to these fights back and forth. If it's just so friendly and everything, people are not paying attention as much and they don't get riled up and everything. If this is all the Hegelian dialectic, if you look that up. So his name right here, and then this is another secret I've learned. Many things the Lord's taught me over the years. When you add the person's name and then where they're born, it unlocks more information. So I took this person's name, where they're born, and look how they match up. Look how they match up. 138, 318, 159, 519. Okay, now why are they using this person? Well, again, her name matched World Warzel's Threezels, and also her birth matches the birth of the Antichrist. Again, that's what they use. 318 is also maybe in the third month on the Roman calendar. 18 is the pre-day, and the actual first day is. See how they show this? When I see this hundreds and thousands of times, these kind of things, how they show how they and understand how this works, and how, for example, if you're in the month of October to us, to the Gregorian followers of Gregorian calendar, is 10. But octo, anybody knows, is Latin for 8. So the calendar months are off by 2 months. So the Roman calendar is what they really go by, and then this is what we're force fed. The May being the 5th month, but it's really the 3rd month. Okay, and then here is just same thing with Trumbull. Trumbull is going to be key. He's going to have a big announcement on this first day, which is 24 hours. And by the way, he said that he's going to end the conflict in Ukraine in 24 hours. 1 day, 24 hours. So like I've said, 1 day is 24 hours. I've said this like 1,000 times. He just confirmed it just a couple days ago in this interview. He said 24 hours. So again, 1 day from pick a time in May 18th and go 24 hours, and you had May 19th, that same time, and the next day. So you have a 1 day thing being 2 days. Does that make sense? Okay. I've been saying this for a long time, and he just confirmed it. He literally said that he would settle this in 1 day. And he's talking about this day. And there it is. 3 being May 18th, and 5 being May on the Gregorian 19th. Again, there it is spelled out perfectly. 318 and 519. See, they're the same. See how it is? There's a little bit of difference on adding her city and state, but they're the same. This happens all the time. Again, the numbers prove it. And people could say, oh, you can see anything in numbers if you want. No, that's not absolutely true at all. And I'm proving that all the time in my videos. If you know anything, see, a lot of people don't know a ton about numbers, and they don't understand them, and they don't see them like, the depth that I see them. Okay, and I understand that. Okay, that's why I try to explain as much as I can. But for this to match like this, and there's a good reason for it. Okay, again, this person was born as this name. They were given this name at birth. He was given this name at birth. And so that has to do with birth. And so also what has to do with birth is this, okay? And then what also has to do with birth is the birth of the Antichrist, the first day. These are all related, okay? You actually think that of all the possible numbers that these could match like this, and they're together in this interview, and then her name is WWlll and all this stuff, and which his is too, and I'll get that in the next video probably more. I mean, really, seriously, do you believe in massive coincidence on top of massive coincidence on top of massive coincidence? Maybe you do, and that's unfortunate, but that's not the way the world works, okay? That's not massive coincidence. Now, it is gross. I agree, it is gross. These people are gross. By the way, this is Trumbull. For many reasons, this is Trumbull, and I'm just going to say it that way. And this is WWlll, okay? The abomination. I mean, the flower and iPad goat, and then it's also pink here, but it's showing white. That'd be too obvious to put a pink flower, but there's pink and pink here. That's a pink flower and iPad goat. It's just so crazy. And then everything. I mean, I'm gonna touch on some stuff like braces and stuff. They both have braces. Okay, but like, it was mirroring, look. WW, and then what's 1, 2, and then 3. See, it's mirroring exactly. Okay, and then these guys are completely related to this, and I'm going to show you this in every way. I mean, I'm not going to show you in every single way because there's a lot more that I'm going to show you, but in every way there are. Now he was born in September 19th. Now remember, a couple years ago, September 19th is when Gabby Petito's body was found, and that represents the death of Lily. Okay, the first day, 9/19. Well, what's 9/19? September is the opposite. 9 is the opposite on the calendar of 3. 6 months difference, right? It's the opposite calendar of 3. And May is the third month on the Gregorian. That's another way they do this. So September 19th, the opposite of that is 3/19, or May being the third month on the Roman calendar, 3/19, or May 19th. There you go. I mean, this is so many, and I'm going to show you many other ways, but let's give you an example of this. Now, he just happens to be 48 years old. So he's in his 49th year, or he's 48 years and change. So I'm going to show you that in a second. Now, let's look at will.i.am, the other guy in Ew. Okay, he was part of the Black and still is part of the Black Eyed Peas, a different version of Black Eyed Peas, okay? But will.i.am, by the way, is the will of I am, and it's the false Messiah. Again, that's another reason why he's Stinky B.O., the 44th Pres, WWlll, okay? I mean, seriously, this is so crazy. The will of I am, and then this, I've said many times, we just had the coronation of the new king, okay, Charles, and his son. He will be eliminated at some point during this timeline, and I'm not getting into that because that's much deeper, and there's certain things I haven't covered that I need to cover, and I'm leaving that right now. I'm pretty much focusing on taking down the United States. But I have said that William, okay, again, will.i.am is what William, the son of Charles, the now new king, Charles will be eliminated at some point, and then will.i.am, or William, will be the second beast after this guy. So he represents both. You see how he represents Stinky B.O. being also black as well, and then William, okay, the son of. And by the way, William also, Charles's son, is a clone, just like Stinky B.O. He looks exactly like the Shroud of Turin Jesus. In many ways, I've shown that many times. I've talked about that a little bit, but that's out there. Anyway, there's so much to all this without getting into all this right now. But look, he happens to be he's 48 years and change, but he happens to be in his 49th year. So they're both twins. Get it? They're both in their 49 years, and then they're 48 years and change of days. I'm going to get into that in a second. But why is that significant? They're both in their 49th year. Okay, now watch. Boom. See? Check it out. Is that a massive coincidence? I don't think so. So again, we got the WWlls, 3zls is 553, which is backwards 355. And then we just had this eclipse that happened on the 19th/20th April. And when's the next major eclipse happen? In 355 days, a lunar cycle. And then when's the next one after that happen? In 355 days. Which the one before this one that just happened in April? 355 days. They're all screaming this backwards. Okay, this backwards. I'm telling you, believe it or not, and God and the enemy are both in this, in a sense, part of it, in a sense. They have their own agendas, of course, but there's the enemy's, jumping on the back of what God's doing to warn, and the enemy's using his to control. It's a long story, but anyway, and then check this out, okay? The 355. This is a movie that came out last year, whatever. And look, the 355 is secretly the third of the third WW, the third WWlls. Oh my gosh, the third WWlls. I'm gonna say it that way. The third WWlls is what this is. And then look at the countries that will be in the conflict. See the conflict here. All right, and there's more, but I'm just saying this, and it's just showing the versions of female that the Antichrist is, that what he represents all across the board. Antichrist is the female spirit, and that's what this represents, okay? So it's the thirdzls, worldzls, warzls right here, 355, because W is 23, which is 2 plus 3 is 5, and W is 2 plus 3 is 5. That's what this is showing. I'm telling you, this is crazy. And to prove that, the 355 trailer, 5 international spies tried to stop World Wars, those 3zls. So who knew that was the case? I did. I saw it like 1,000. I knew that. And then look, stopping, that's what that means. It's secretly saying that right there. So the thirdzls, worldzls, warzls. Hope you get this, man. It's right in front of your face. See, this stuff is programming you and you don't even know. You don't even know, and you're signing on the dotted line, not understanding you're signing the contract by consuming this stuff and not questioning it, and you don't see the fine print. So you and among if you're following this, if you're going way against this stuff, like a lot of my viewers, I'm just saying to people in general, okay. People that are fighting this and awake to some of this stuff, that's different. But I'm saying the people that just consume this stuff every day and don't realize what's going on, that you're being programmed and you're being complicit in that by just, believing it and believing that, when you think about this, when you think of World Warzels, Threezels, what do you think of? Most people think of Nukesels, okay? And a huge war that's just way out of control. Yes, because that's been all programmed. Why do you think that way? Why wouldn't it just be a little skirmish and then, involving a bunch of countries and then that'll be over? But whatever. Or something like the first one or something like the second one. But no, it's because you're programmed to this exact thing. You programmed to Nukesels and, a huge thing. And it being the end of the world possibly because there's been so many movies and TV and all that stuff. And so anyway, calamity. Okay, so now, okay, here's Caitlin's. Okay, anyway, I'm just being so. Okay, in fact, in Wikipedia, she is Caitlin Collins, American journalist. That's her, and see, look at it, check it. Speaking of 355, there it is. Again, third Warzels. Again, different ways that they show this. And then there is 21st of May, the third month. Get rid of the 0. See how this works? That's English, and times 6 is this. See how these are related to each other? Third Warzels, and then 21st of May, the third month to the elite. Okay, it's right there. And get rid of the 0. It's right there. It's all this stuff's all over. And then she's also Caitlin Collins town hall host. Okay, and then look, we have 319 again, May 19th, and then we have May 1 plus 4 is 5, 19 or 19th of 1 plus 4 is 5. May 19th be the third month, 19, and then 519, May 19th being the fifth month on the Gregorian. There it is. So we have the 21st of May and the 19th of May represented as 2 dates of World Warzels, Threezels. Third Warzels. Okay, it's hard to say this. It's stupid. I have to say this the way what I do. Otherwise, I risk the possibility of this video being removed. And I'm not going to risk that to warn people, and especially new people and people that don't know about this stuff and all that. And then people that know about this stuff, that's one thing too. But seriously, this is crazy. There's so much in all this. I mean, literally, oh man, there's so much I could say. So then let's look at EW. Okay, so again, this is the show EW. That was on Saturday Night Live with, Fallon. Okay. But the exclamation, when they say it's called EW, but when the exclamation is EWW. So again, backwards, Warzels, and then E capital is 3, mirror of 3. So, okay, and it's disgust or distaste. Yes, disgust is bad. Okay, World Warzels 3 is bad. Okay, L. Okay, all right, and then EW is also how these refer to many other things in the timeline. Always is EW is also 5/23. This is the first attack day. Now, I can't call it the first attack. Well, I can on the United States. On the United States is the first attack day. And then I believe there's going to be a Nukesels goes off and Ukrainesels. And we could see, I'm going to say this also, on the 18th and 19th of May, we could see one form of massive explosions. Okay, I'll say that. And then on the 21st, definitely another massive explosions. And I'm going to call it a Nukesels. Okay, say it that way, because we could have 2. Okay, and by the way, they're separated by 3 days. 2.5 / 3 days, and that's exactly what happened with Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Okay, Nagasaki. And then they were on, by the way, and this is my next video too, but I'm going to show this to prove this, but they were on the 218th day of the year was Hiroshima, okay, the 218th day of the year, and Nagasaki was on the 221st day of the year. And what's 218th day of the year? 218, or 2 months and 18 days in the Roman calendar, which is May 18th, and then 221st day of the year of here Nagasaki is 2 months and 21 days into the Roman calendar as well, is May 21st. See how they mirror these 2 explosions that happened to pretty much end World War Twozels? World Warzels, Twozels. Oh God, yeah. Yeah, there's a mirror there of that, okay, and the 3 days difference in a sense. So going from the 18th to the 21st, but 18th and 19th are particularly 1 day, but it depends on the time zone and all that stuff too. But anyway, and then right here again, EU is also backwards. W3. Now we have WWlll, Threezels, but we have W3. Okay, now what's W3? Now this is because it's war number Threezels. Okay, and war number threesels, and that's another coding they use. Okay, and it could be also the number 3, or be I being 3. Okay, or Roman, like again Roman numeral 1 2 3. Okay, kind of thing. Okay, so it's 93 and 48. What does that have to do with these guys? Well, a lot. Okay, now watch. So again, his birth, Fallon's birth, was September 19, 1974, and to May 19th being the first day, just happens to be 48 years, 34 weeks, and 5 days. Now, again, they're in the 48 years and some change, but he's in his 49th year, which was WW3lls, right? But now this is also going to be war number 3. Okay, now watch. So is his. That's why they're twins. Now look at his. This is his birth, and then to May 19th again. May 19th again. 48, 93. Now why are these two in common? Watch again. Back to this war number 3lls. Okay, we got 48, 48, 48, and 93, 93. 9, 4 plus 5 is 93. Backwards, 93. Or 39. Backwards is 93. Doesn't matter. Same thing. Is this a massive coincidence? They both go the same day. Both have 48, which is exactly war. I mean, and by the way, like I said, war 3 is W3, which is backwards ew. I is 1, 2, 3, and it's 3. So look at a 3 here and a W. Backwards would be ew. And that's a coincidence? No, there's no way this could line up, these two, and have be in the same 49th year, and also be 48 years and some change, and hit the World WWlll 3lls code and WWlll 3lls code in square in the face. I mean, seriously, boom. Okay, now look at this. So they're both wearing braces actually, but I'm just going to point to his. They're wearing braces. Why? Because braces is Gematria. Look, WWlll 3lls is 117 and 45. Braces that they're both wearing is 114 plus 3, because these can be reduced down to 3. That's what these numbers be reduced down to 3. 114 plus 3 is 117, and 42 plus 3 is 45. See how this works? They hide this by having the normal and then the reverse, adding them together in some way makes these, and that's how they do it. I mean, seriously, I have hundreds of these, and that's how they hide this. This code is everywhere. It's everywhere. It's crazy. But look how does this work out exactly? There's no way it can unless it's planned by demons. People can't figure this out. This is so intricate. It's insane. I mean, there's no way this can work out. 114 plus 3 is 117, and 142 plus 3, because again, this is the normal, and this is the reverse of that. And then we add them together, and you got 117 and 45, World WWlll 3lls. I'm telling you, in another way. Here, I'm going to show you even another way. Okay, now they're both, this is both of their dates of birth, right? Okay, so now watch this. So the purple is stuff you can get rid of. So then those are 9s. Anything you add 9 to stays the same, so you can get rid of anything in 9. So September is 9. Okay, get rid of that. That's the purple. And then we get rid of this 9. What do we have left over? 1 plus 4 is 5. Okay, 19 right here. And then we have 7 left over, and 7 is 2 plus 2 plus 3, hidden. Okay, so you have 5, 19, 7, or 5, 19, 2, 2, 3. That's the first day. And it just so happens that in a little bit different way, but March is 3. So you have 3 plus 1 plus 5 is 9. Get rid of those. What do we have left? 5, 19, and then 7. 7's hiding 2 plus 2 plus 3, or 20, 23. So they're both exactly the same. Again, making them twins again. Because Trumbull and WWlls in the very middle of this timeline are going to get eliminated. And they are the examples of this. They're going to get eliminated by Iran. They're going to claim responsibility because Trumbull eliminated 2 of their top people, what's his name? Their 2 top people a few years ago. I can't think of his name now, but their top general, Qasem Soleimani, and another guy who's a big top leader. Anyway, and I did videos on that. And that's what they're going to say. They eliminate these 2, and that's going to be really, it's going to be right in the middle of this whole, it's going to start on the first couple days, the first day and the third day, and with this stuff going off in Ukraine's and elimination of Zelensky and all this kind of stuff, and stuff happening with Biden and everything like that too in the first day. Again, go to my timeline, pin to the top of comments. Okay, it's going to keep going. Okay, boom. And why May 19th? Why is that a big deal? And I already told you that May 21st is the 141st day of the year, and 141 is World's Wurzels Threezels in English Gematria. Okay, but also May 19th is significant because it's the 139th day of the year with 226 days a year, 226 days left over. Well, why is that? Well, 1 plus 3 is 4, and that's 49. 49 is WW Threezels. Okay, and what's 226? This one I said earlier that Caitlin matched up with the third Wurzels, and there it is, 226. I mean, that's just a coincidence, massive coincidence. I'm just showing you, again, I'm showing you coincidence on top of coincidence on top of coincidence, and the chances are going out the door, possibility-wise. It's trillions upon trillions to one. I mean, quintillions, quadrillions, whatever. It's out the door. I did a video recently. If you watch my last two videos, I did showed you exactly what the possibilities are with one thing matching another thing in Gematria, but 12 digits. 12-digit thing matching another thing with 12 digits. For example, the Pope being the Bishop of Rome is 12 digits, okay, and exactly matching in 20 Gematrias roughly the false prophet, and that's 12 digits. For those two to match exactly, it's a 1 in 65 quadrillion chance. Okay, and I show that. So watch my last two videos. They're massively huge for a lot of things. So this is the lyrics to Ew, to Wurzels Threezels backwards. Okay, seriously, look at her butt. Ew. Oh, she looks like a slut. Ew. I'm like, what the what? Ew. Right. Ew. Okay, they love to do this comedy. By the way, the first day is comedy. Why? Because Zelensky's going to die on the first day. Why? Because Zelensky's the comedian. Okay, he's the comedian. He was a comedian. He was in all kinds of comedic shows and TV. In fact, he was even cast as the leader of Ukraine, the president of Ukraine, before he was even the president of Ukraine. He played the president of Ukraine before he was the president of Ukraine. Kind of like Reagan was an actor and became president, whatever. It's just crazy. This stuff's all planned and crazy. Another thing about that is in the movie The Watchmen, in the very beginning of the movie, again, the very beginning, the comedian is killed in room 300. Now, why is that important? Well, 300 is 300. 00 is 1515 or 66. So 366 is 312. Backwards is 21st of the third month, May. And the comedian is killed on the 21st of the third month, May. And that's hidden in 300. It's also in the movie 300 with Leonidas, the King Leonidas, and the 300 warriors in the movie 300, which is hiding 312 or 312 or 21st of the third month of May. And Leonidas is Trump, and he's the spear thrown, and he head wounds the Antichrist, Sticky B.O., who looks half black and half white. I mean, it's crazy. It's just so crazy. This stuff just gets so deep, but look at this. This is the first frame. Oh, I don't know what you call this. I'm just gonna call it a paragraph. I forget what you call this with music or whatever, or with lyrics. But I'm just calling this first paragraph, whatever you call that. And then look, you don't see the whole thing, but that's the whole thing. If it would keep going like that, but there it is. And then watch. Look. Again, Wurzels, Threezels. Now look, 1. You don't count the 0. 9 plus 8 is 17. 117. Boom. 4. 2 plus 3 is 5. 45. 117 and 45 right there. Okay, and it's hidden in every aspect. In fact, even seriously is, and even the first sentence is, and multiple things are, and I'm going to show you the first sentence in just a second too. That's the first paragraph in a sentence. And then look at this. This is the actual video that's on YouTube, and if I just spell this out, Jimmy Fallon featuring will.i.am Ew, boom, right there, is 4 plus 4 plus 5, 4 and 4 plus 5 is 49. Remember, that's WW Threezels is 49. And when I just showed you, Word Wurzels Threezels is 117. 2 plus 9 is 11 and 7. 117. In how many letters and words? And that's also 49, which is WW Threezels. I mean, seriously, it's in everything. There it is right there. See, WW Threezels is 49. And that's what that is. 4 and 4 plus 5 is 9. 49. Hiding it. Okay, that's how it works. Okay, here they are again. Boom. And this in the video, and then on the show on Saturday Night Live, his name is Sarah, and Sarah is 39 and 69. And then war, again, back to EU backwards, or 3W, or EU backwards, is 69 and 93. Look, see how these match? 69, 69 backwards, and this is backwards of that. See, they love doing this stuff because this is the reverse of this, and this is the reverse of that. In different ways. It's all, but it all fits together crazily. And then his name, his real name is WWlll. Well, not real name, but his real fake name is WWlll. But in this EU thing, he's Miriam. And look, 63. So you go 69 and 93. Get it? 69 and 93. 69 and 93. There it is. See, I mean, the chance these are remotely close with what I've already showed you, how these are twins and how they relate together in so many different ways. The Trumple and the Obamazels and the, all this kind of, it's just crazy. And then look, there it is. And then also, Miriam, just to give you an example, is not only the date we're talking about, May 18th, May 19th, it's also 521, 2 times. And it's a capital, these have to do with capital letters. Frank Baconus and Francis Bacon, they both have to do with capital letters, and there's a capital in that because that's it's a name, okay? It's a proper name. And so that's May 21st, backwards, May 21st, both. Okay, so that, again, there it is. May 21st is on Wurzels Threezels. Okay. All right, so again, right here. And then here's the first, I did the paragraph or whatever. This is the first line right there. Seriously, look at her. Anyway, War Threezels. Again, U backwards. I mean, seriously, really? You believe this is a coincidence? 3 and 3 is 6, so this is 69, and then 39 backwards is 93. And then what days are they? This is May 21st backwards, May being the third month, 21st, and 1, 2, 3, that's all over iPad Go, and I'm going to get that in my next video. There's all kinds of 1, 2, 3s, 3, 2, 1s, and iPad, in fact, LC in iPad Go is 12, 3. And that's 1, 2, 3, or backwards, 3, 2, 1, May the third month, 21st. I'm telling you. So that's May 21st, one of those days. And the other one is the 138th day of the year, May 18th. So we have May 18th, and we have May being the third month, 21st. Also, May 18th is also 3/18, May being the third month, and then 18th being the day, just like May being the third month right here, and 21st backwards. See, they mix these up in different ways, but they're showing the same stuff. Again, 3 days difference. May 18th, which is the 138th day of the year, and May 18th, which is also May being the third month in the Roman calendar, 18, 3 in the middle of 18, or May being the third month, and then 21 backwards as well. Crazy. It's all over. And then, he just happens to match that. No big deal. And then WWlll, like I said, he's Obamazels, okay, right? In many ways, but I'm going to show you how he just directly relates. Boom. He's lightning falling from heaven. In fact, Jesus said in Luke 10:18, the first reason out of over 700 plus solid evidences I have that Brock's that Sticky BO, 44th president, the Antichrist. Okay, the very first one ever is that Jesus said in Luke 10:18, I see Satan as lightning falling from heaven. Okay, and that is in Hebrew, translated to English, the best possible way is Barack Obama. And that just happens to be his name and exactly matches WWlll. I don't think so. Or the will of the false I am. Seriously, huh? And then here he goes. And so he's Sticky BO, and he is, it's me. Here we go. Boom. Proving it. Sorry, but not sorry. And then boom, right here, look, he says princess. Necklace right here says princess. I guess it's kind of broken up here, but princess, right? What's princess? Again, we got this again. Wurzels Threezels. What's princess? We have 113 plus reduced to 4 is 117, and then we have 4 and 5. 4 and 5. Get rid of the zeros. 4 and 5 is 45 right there. This pattern is in so many things. I have hundreds of these things. And I just don't know what to... I got to try to pick the best stuff for the next video. And even this video, I'll try to show you what I mean. And, I've been talking about Britney Spears for a long time. And she's going to die at the same time as same on the same day that Obama's does, and reported on the day he dies, and it just happens she's with them, she's with him. And I've been saying this for how many years now? 4 years at least maybe 3.5 years. Because when I picked up on that, it was probably a year into what I was doing, maybe 3.5 years. But she's gonna be on the same day. She's coded for the exact same day Sticky Beale will die, and then it will be reported on the exact same day he dies, which is the next day. Okay, so it's just crazy. Okay, and then she's here. I mean, seriously. And then why is she here? Because this is all about World Warzels, Threezels. Okay, and then she's here. Watch. So we got War 3, which is again 3W, which is ew backwards. And then look, there it is, Brittany, 93, and then 96 backwards is 69. And that just happened. Out of all the possible numbers, if I were to show you all kinds of names, they wouldn't match. I mean, out of all possible numbers, these coincide or somewhat reverse or whatever. Again, this is reverse of this, and then this is reverse of this, and this is also reverse of that. I mean, they love messing with the people on that. Okay, seriously. So anyway, I'm done here. Trying to make this shorter video for a number of reasons and trying to get this up as soon as possible instead of taking all the time to get this. So thank you so much. Everybody who's contributed to this ministry, everybody who's given great comments, everything. Just thank you. I want to thank you that anybody who's donated to this ministry and helping my family out and everything. Oops. I just thank you. I thank you so much. I can't even say. And so the other reason for this video is I want to ask for your help. If you're able to help, please, we need your help. Hopefully this is the last time I ask you again, and then we're at this timeline, and this is going to be. But I don't know the future. I don't know. All I can do is speculate. Okay, I'm speculating what the Lord showed me, and I've put a lot of prayer and stuff into this one, as I do in the past, as I have in the past. But especially this one, I want to take more time than usual than I have for a while to really be settled in this, and then also wait on the Lord to bring stuff to me. And I told him I needed 3 confirmations, and he gave me boom, boom, boom. The third one was my brother Constantine bringing me stuff that was just incredible, and about this third day. So, brother, I thank you so much. You're moved by the Lord, and I thank you for everything you're doing, how we work together and stuff. It's been amazing. This guy is amazing. He has a long suit in symbolisms of how all these symbolisms of these different movies relate and stuff. And I wish I could do more with that, but Lord has me doing certain things. But a lot of things we've been talking about, things that he found are in this too. So I thank you all for his contribution to this, which has been massive for this particular World Warzels Threezell code. It's massive. Thank you so much, brother. So the special thanks to him. And then if you're able to give, we really need it. My rent went up recently last month, $400. I mean, listen, my landlord's amazing. We've been in this place for 7 years. We used to own, but the Lord had us moving around doing different stuff, and he said, I don't want you to own anymore. I want you to rent. And and we have a place right now that's just totally designed by him and how our landlord's been. He has not touched the rent for 7 years. And it's climbed. Things have climbed. When we first moved into here, the price was amazing, and it's been even more amazing over 7 years because it hasn't increased at all. And now he's kind of forced to. He's so, and I understand that. I totally understand that. The way things have skyrocketed, everything's skyrocketed. So it's went up last month $400. I mean, it's just crazy, but he has to, and then it's gonna go up again in another year. I mean, it's crazy because he has to. I mean, he can. But how he's been holding this, and he's said he wouldn't do it for a long time. It's been amazing. It's such a God thing. So God bless him. If you pray for him too, I'm not going to tell you details about who he is and everything, but pray for him too. He's amazing. I'm so thankful, but he had to move it up. So anyway, that's given us more of a nut to cover. And then, like all you, you'll have all this stuff going on too. It's ridiculous. I mean, we having to pay for all this stuff because it's all a controlled thing for things to go up like crazy. And anyway, and it's all been them spending all this money, but it's all about control, so they can eventually have complete control over everybody. So if you're able to give, please, I'll have a link in the description box below for PayPal and also Zelle zellpay.com. It's if you can sign up very easily, it's free versus PayPal is not, as far as transferring money and all that stuff. Or if there's a PO box as well if you want to send something. But we need it. We're a few $100s shy, and then I have to do groceries for the whole family in a couple of days, so we're a few $100s shy. So if you're able to give, appreciate it. Bless you. Thank you so much. I can't even say, but that's another reason for doing this right now. I had to break into, because I mean, literally, I'm 2 days away from having to pay this, and I'm a few $100s short. So Thank you. Thank you, Lord Jesus, for working this out. It's never been easy. This has been not easy to do it this way. I'd rather have a job, and there's times when I have jobs that I made more than I need, and there's times where I made just enough or not enough, and the Lord had to provide different ways. But He's just told me for a few years now, just trust that it will come at certain times, and sometimes you have to ask, sometimes you don't. So He's telling me to ask right now, and if you're able to give, thank you so much. Okay, so I'm gonna leave it at that. And hopefully I can get this out for you in a few more days, the next one. I just thank you so much for all the support. And if you're able to share this video, please share this to as many people as possible, because it's valid, it's real. The World Wars 3's code is real, it's out there, it's about to happen, I believe, unless this code means another time somehow. Unless it's referring to the next month or another. I don't, I'm going to explain in my next video why May is 2, 3, 4, and 5. Second, third, fourth, and fifth month. Why May is very substantial that way, and how a lot of months can be that. So, anyway, but I don't know. I'm always learning, and for all I know, it could keep going for a little bit longer. I mean, who knows? But we're so close. There's a lot of things going on overseas over there with this. A lot of things going on with Trump and all this stuff. It's got to come to a head. I mean, it's. By the way, I've said that Trump is the John the Baptist. Okay. For the Antichrist EWW, the 44th Pres, okay? And then what happened to John the Baptist? He was arrested before he was killed, and then recently John the Baptist Trump has been recently arrested, okay? Indicted, okay? So I said this years before it happened. I said it would happen in Manhattan, and it's happened in Manhattan, and that's where he would be eliminated, in Manhattan, and he was indicted in Manhattan. Of all places, it could have been other places. So anyway, this is all playing out the way, most of it's playing out the way I've said 1,000 times almost, it seems like. Okay, so anyway, I'll leave it at that. I bless you so much if you're able to give. Thanks so much. We need it right now. So without any further ado, this exalted lamb, God bless you, over and out.